This is what you might have missed on BCSN Sports Nightly.
Sandusky St. Mary's playing Mansfield St. Pete in the D4 District Final in Willard. Northwest District Player of the Year Trenton Zimmerman introduced. Got that award last night. First quarter, Zimmerman gets things started with an off-balance shot in the lane. Shows why he's that District Player of the Year, but St. Peter's responds, aggressive defense, and then some transition offense. St. Peter's takes an early 8-point lead. Zimmerman, though, bringing the Panthers back, hitting from deep. Then, moments later, off of Luca Mormina, miss. Zimmerman, rebound, put back, strong, and one. We're all tied after one. Second quarter we go. St. Mary's finding the outside touch. David Miller, top of the key. Actually, that was Mormina, and now Miller. It was friendly for the Panthers. They were up 2 at the break. Third quarter we go. St. Mary's now working in transition. You see the tenacity on the boards. Miller to Zimmerman. A team-high 17 for him. They would lead by 4 going into the final frame. 5 minutes to go. Watch what happens here. Miller dribbles behind the back and takes it to the rack. Panthers up 5, and they can smell the regionals. But the Spartans of St. Peter's still have fight. Hitting from outside the arc to cut it to 1. Then, late in the game, taking the lead. Jarrett Jakubiak puts them on top. St. Mary's couldn't buy a bucket late. Justice McGuire in the lane. The putback. They send the Spartans to the line, and it would do of them in St. Mary's Falls in the district final, 57-52, making the roadie to Willard. Sports Nightly's Tim McMahon.
Thanks, Eric. Both Sandusky St. Mary's and Mansfield St. Peter's came into this game with only 3 blemishes on the season. One of St. Mary's losses was to St. Peter in a late December contest, and it looked like tonight they were going to avenge that loss. But in the fourth quarter, things unraveled. St. Peter's took advantage and sent St. Mary's back to Sandusky.
Oh, it's been a great season. These kids have played hard, and they're a great group of kids. And it's just too bad that it ends this way. You know, we played a good game, but just not good enough.
Did they do anything particular in the fourth quarter? Was it just too many fouls, too many turnovers? What was it?
They hit some tough shots, some very deep threes. They knocked in some deep threes on us, and then we tried to go down and answer instead of taking the ball to the basket. And we just didn't play real smart down the stretch.
Can you talk about Zimmerman specifically? I mean, the career that he's had here, being Player of the Year, 1,000-point scorer. Just talk about him.
Trenton, he did it all for us all year long. He had a great career. Great kid. You know, I don't know what more I can say.
6 times in the last 11 years, Sandusky St. Mary has played in the district final, and for the 6th time here tonight, they fall just short of moving on to regionals. From Willard, I'm Tim McMahon.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.